So I thought I'd have another crack at this whole video in the car activity in front of the camera and just talk to you again about my latest blog post, which is all around the topic of brands and what's been going on out there in the world I suppose this generation where hacking brands and creating memes and recycling content and creating new content and new ideas and being innovative with brand assets is becoming more and more common. I wonder, for a lot of bigger, more conservative brands where they've got armies of lawyers who are out in the world protecting their IP, how they actually feel about this and how brave they are, how fearless they are about actually saying, okay, it's time to let go of our assets a little bit and actually encourage people to do stuff with the brand and to share it, whether it becomes, it's on t-shirts, it's on billboards, it's on other pieces of artworks, it's becomes street art, there's so many different ways, whether it's video memes, YouTube content, all those sorts of things that actually people are inspired and encouraged to do, whether it's the fact that they're in favour of the brand and they want to play with it and do fun things with it, or whether they actually have something negative to say about the brand. Letting people do it and actually getting the word out there into a far larger audience is, I think, far more of a formula for success than actually trying to protect every single instance of your brand being used and the massive amount of resource and energy that goes into that. So my latest post is about that and talking about brand hacking and brand heresy, I guess, versus brand heritage, and sort of trying to protect the brand to be something and make it something that actually people really very rarely see it as anymore, that most people actually will make their choices about what they buy and consume for other reasons than the fact that they love a brand or that they're massively loyal to a brand, with a few exceptions. And you can probably think of Apple fanboys, and there are a few others in the world, Nike, that have a very loyal following. But in reality, there are a bunch of other factors that people now will take into account. And maybe that in our sort of have it all right now sort of world, the reality of being able to have a particular product today versus waiting for your favourite brand to be able to supply you with the product in a few days' time or in a week, or having to order something versus being able to actually own it today when you want it. Those sorts of factors, as well as reviews and all the other factors that come into it, what your friends think in terms of things that they've bought and tried and used versus other products that are out there. So yeah, it's an interesting debate, and I'm interested in people's feedback. What do you think? Do you think it's true that people do actually love brands? Do you think nobody really loves brands? Do you think brands should let go of the right to utilise their assets in any way that people want to? And do you think that actually they'll find that they get more exposure and more traction by putting them out in the world and letting people do what they want? I'd love to hear your feedback.